What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the only podcast on the internet where you're part of the Roto, part of the chill session, so to speak. And today, joining us in our circle is good old Roger.
Let's get ready to rumble, Homer.
And Apollo God the freaking Sun.
All right. It's good to be here.
Everyone's favorite Apollo. And on this podcast, we like to talk movies, video games, and everything in between.
All the good stuff.
Occasionally a comic book review here and there. We mostly have video game news for you guys this week, because earlier this week, Sony had a press conference called the Sony's Paris Games Week Conference.
Which apparently is a huge thing.
Yeah, they dropped some major bombs.
I did not pick this up, and I consider myself a video game journalist.
It flew over a lot of people's radars, so I figured we'd go in depth with it this week. And we were very short on movie news. We actually only had one, so we're just going to get that out of the way real quick. There's a rumor going around that the Batman standalone film, apparently Ben Affleck hinted in an interview or whatnot, that the synopsis for the newest standalone Batman movie is going to be about the Red Hood, which, if you watch the Batman vs. Superman trailer, you notice that
the Robin outfit had Joker comments on there regarding to what Batman has done to his family.
And
pretend that I'm a retarded person and that I don't know what the hell this means. And explain it to me.
Oh, okay. And I'm going to go into minor spoilers, but it's a pretty well-known story.
Yeah.
And one that I really loved in the comics. That was my first experience with it in the comics, which was awesome for me. And I also really loved the Under the Red Hood animated movie.
And if you played Arkham Knight.
And it's also Arkham Knight, spoiler.
Yeah.
Jason Todd, a Robin, is brutally murdered by the Joker. And everyone thinks he's dead, but then he comes back as a villain known as the Red Hood, and he's on par with Batman. And you're trying to figure out who the hell is this?
What the literal fuck? That sounds intense.
And the Joker literally brainwashes him. He makes. Yeah, I know, it's fucked up indeed.
Holy crap!
It's one of the rare occasions Robin is awesome, especially Jason Todd. I wasn't a big fan of him until this big twist.
He's not awesome until he's not Robin.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with
Nightwing.
Yeah. I was going to say his final form.
Yeah,
I didn't know what to call
Even though I thought Damian Wayne was interesting, Robin 3, his son,
and
with Talia.
I know nothing.
And usually Jason Todd and Nightwing, I blanked on the name for some reason.
Dick Grayson.
Yeah, they're known to be the ones that might be able to surpass or take up the mantle as Batman for the only ones hinted thus far.
And
no one could.
I think it's going to be really exciting to see this storyline play out on the big screen. It shows that they're going more comic book stories with Batman, which they really haven't done in the big screen.
It's a safe route for Ben Affleck, especially since everyone was dissing him, for him being Batman.
At first, till the trailer dropped.
And then, especially when he wants to take up, a Batman film and direct it himself, and he has to go with, a story that would easily appeal to the fans. And there's the other one that you wanted to go on, the Night of Court of Owls. You were hoping it was going to be that one, and that would have been an easy choice too. Yeah. Everyone loves Court of Owls. I went to C2E2. There was half the cosplay was Court of Owls. It was annoying.
It's one of my favorite stories, but I think this is actually the safer choice. I think. Because it's more well known.
And it makes the Batman versus Superman trailer that much, even the movie, that much more of a movie to see. It's like a prelude to things to come.
And I'm really liking that DC, like I said, going darker with it. That's a very dark storyline to choose.
Very good.
Oh yeah, especially I can't wait to see how they act it out. Especially how they do the Harley Quinn and Joker scene, which they're gonna show how he brainwashes her. That's gonna be probably fucked up.
I always thought she was just in love with him.
No,
also crazy.
No, he breaks her down to
That's fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was an image released of him and her talking, her as a nurse, so it's going to show the transition.
Yeah.
Now that I know about this, I kind of wish that you didn't explain it to me, just because it would make the movie even more.
I know, no, that's why I wish about Arkham Knight too. I feel like it was a cool story I could have read in the comics, because I was reading a lot of Batman stories recently.
The thing is, for Arkham Knight, I already knew the story, and I was hoping they didn't go that route, actually.
And they hinted it so much too, and I was able to predict it way before they even spoiled it. I was like, oh, that much of a spoiler.
But for those who are new and fresh to this Batman movie, it could be a huge twist for them. I think it's a smart move.
Yeah, for the normies who haven't read the comics.
Yeah. And Joker's also supposed to be a main role in the movie as well. So,
and more Joker shit. Yeah, I was going to say, my God, he keeps butting into every movie.
I wonder who the Joker will be. Or are they gonna use the same one as Suicide Squad?
Jared Leto, yeah.
He's probably like the most butt-in villain of all time. I can actually probably think of right now. He'd probably be on. He's like, I didn't even think he was gonna be a big thing in Suicide Squad, but he's pretty much like a main character.
I know. I was actually.
What about the other characters? I feel like they're not gonna get
I want to see how
spotlight.
he actually pulls the Joker off.
Oh no, I really am. I am really glad he is a main.
Honestly, the way he looks to me, like from the the pictures we've seen of new Joker,
and
like,
reviewed a couple months ago on the podcast.
Oh yeah, I thought he looked like some '90s grunge band lead singer.
Oh my
god, it doesn't look like the Joker, you know.
Dude, yeah, they released like a full like costume one recently. It shows like him in sweatpants, Arkham sweatpants, and like a purple jacket. It looks okay. It's gonna be a different take on the Joker, which you can't top Heath Ledger, I don't think.
I feel like he would take on a
will.
Joker. Like if he was gonna be a gang member, I feel like he would have to play rough and it makes sense with like tattoos and stuff. But I just don't like the over excessive grills. I never really like grills.
Like this Joker is supposed
How
to be
unsanitary.
It's supposed to be like the most like gang lord type Joker we've gotten.
Yeah, but I'm fine
Gang
with that.
Lord
I'm glad to see a different spin from him. The one thing about being the Prince of Madness, like Shirogorov and like Skyrim, I guess, like he can portray himself in different forms and be mad. Like he can be like most ridiculous looking person. He can wear a pimp daddy outfit.
Yeah,
and it would fit because he's the Joker.
Because he's just insane.
I'd be down for Pimp Joker.
He pretty much is.
Think about it. Every time they reboot it, we get a new kind of
Exactly.
Joker. Like Jack Nicholson's Joker was different.
Bring that back.
The '69 Joker was different way back in the day. With
Oh
Adam West.
yeah. I was gonna say he was even just a comedian. He wasn't even like an adversary. He just looked freaky. That was only it.
Dude, Adam West Batman, funky shit.
I love it. Funky good shit. I love it.
I know, dude. But this just got me even more excited for the DC Cinematic Universe and the new Batman reboot.
I agree. More Batman, more love.
Batman is love. Batman is life.
On to our next topic. Boundless, which is, do you remember when it's coming out? Isn't it next, or
Just 2016.
2016 sometime? It's looking pretty awesome. Like, wasn't that the one with the square blocks and all that?
Yeah, it's
and
like
you go through the
mixture
portals.
of Minecraft and No Man's Sky. We kind of gave it a
Minecrafty No Man's Sky.
but definitely more Minecraft near the end of it when you saw the actual forms of blocks. Like at first I didn't even know like what was going on. I was too interested in like the time, like the teleportation
Oh
portal.
yeah, all the portals were really cool.
Exactly.
And you could like
environments
walk
were
around the
beautiful.
portal too. That was cool.
Yeah, it had like a full 360 view to it, and you could like see through it.
And they had through those portals that they went to, it just showed different environments, different landscapes. It just showed so much they can do.
I loved how when the weather changed, like when it started raining in that
that looked really
like,
awesome.
The
yeah.
music changed too, and it just seems really like what's the word I'm looking for?
Ambiance.
Yeah, very good ambiance. Like just very good.
It seemed trippy to me.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I
a
could
good
understand
amount of
why it
trippiness.
would.
Dude, yeah, and when you were watching, you said how you loved the soundtrack.
Oh
to
yeah.
it.
And it's pretty much what everyone's probably been asking for since Minecraft came out, like just a better looking one, because like people, I mean, it's
And
cute,
bigger.
it's cutesy. I mean, like the guy made with what he had at the time, and that's what he could make. It's just cool to see a huge milestone evolution in terms of hardware, like on the consoles. It's just this is like the shit that I want to see, and it's all these smaller game companies that just I never heard of that are making all these innovations. I'm just
Coming
so
up
happy.
way from the back.
Exactly right.
That's what I like to see.
Like literally, a lot of my game of the years, especially for this year, with
Life is Strange.
Life is Strange. Even though
Oh.
it's made by Square Enix mostly, it's like it definitely
It's like
a smaller
budget.
budget.
It's like
yeah,
virtually indie.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's indie by a big company.
And like Dust and Elysian Tale, like I know you guys didn't.
I
play
liked it.
I mean,
but
I know
didn't
you
love
liked it.
I liked it.
Like I absolutely adored it, and like it's even though that wasn't pushing anything, it was just
Fun.
It's just all
Nice
these
and
like
chill.
it's just all these like different like companies that just I never would expect, and honestly, I'm more stoked to this than probably I might be on par with this No Man's Sky level.
Oh,
And just like No
seriously.
Man's Sky, this will also be Boundless. Boundless.
Exactly. Just because I grew up with a lot of good memories with Minecraft. I know you guys.
I'm not a big fan.
I don't like Minecraft anymore. I've grown out of it. But how it all looks.
This piqued
looks,
my interest as a non-fan.
This is intense. This isn't Baby Time Frolics
Dude,
anymore,
another-
as you would say, Apollo.
Dude, another thing to make it boundless, dude, it's like PC, PS4 crossplay.
Yeah, and that's
really
what I've
tight.
been wanting for all the time. I've always wanted to integrate PC, PlayStation 4, even Xbox. Like, if we're all gonna be
fuck
using
yeah.
servers nowadays, like,
Dude,
why?
yeah, screw the console wars, let's just unite.
Exactly. Like,
Except still have
it would
like
be
exclusives,
easier
I
for
guess.
matchmaking. Find like good servers, like or like connection based on like.
Dude,
you know,
it'd be
who's-
way
who-
easier because then you would be playing with all the other people trying to find people to play with.
Exactly.
But we wouldn't be
Oh.
separated by needless corporate boundaries.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I'm hoping No Man's Sky is cross-play as well. Fingers crossed.
That would be tight.
It's so big, it might have to because we probably wouldn't be able to meet anyone.
Yeah.
They said the chances of us meeting people as it is,
It's
even with
slim.
everyone as
But
many people hyped,
they
is
might be
slim.
underestimating how many people is going to play as well.
Yeah, I agree.
True.
But then again, they probably underestimate how many people just want to stay on a planet and just explore the whole planet and like make it your own.
Yeah.
I hope they have a planet like in Rick and Morty where it's just so tiny you can run around the whole thing and like.
Oh,
Even-
throw a
that'd be-
ball around it.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
yeah.
I was gonna say Dragon Ball Z planet because there's one that a character was on. It was kind of awesome too.
Oh, really? dude?
Just say.
Yeah, dude, we'll keep you
I would love to
updated
see-
on Boundless and shit.
Exactly.
I also at the end I noticed they had some type of like. God damn it! What's the word?
Grapple hook.
Grapple hooks. There we go. I thought that was kind of
Oh,
interesting. I wonder
shoot,
what else they're
yeah,
gonna throw
you're
in there.
right. Yeah,
Little
you're
things
right.
like that, little tools. That's cool.
That's so cool. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. And
it
especially
easier
that
to fly
creature
around
that
the
they
cube
fight
land.
at the end. Like it was like that was nothing.
Pretty
Minecraft
massive.
didn't have like a boss or anything except like an ender dragon you fight. But like this thing is like a
Pretty
structure
massive.
you make out of Minecraft, but it moves around and stuff. It's like what people like. It's like the things people made in Minecraft, but they are animated. It just looks so.
I want to be
cool
surprised if
and
it's the same
creative.
company, I guess.
I can't wait. We'll know more in 2016 when all this stuff is like literally coming out.
Yeah, probably
apparently.
E3 especially.
Yeah, exactly. Probably we'll maybe get another snippets, maybe at Video Game Awards.
Oh yeah, I'm excited for the Video Game Awards.
Just
even though
for
I think Fallout 4 has got a lock.
Exactly. I
But
agree
it's cool
too.
to see the announcement.
Dude, I read some bullshit clickbait advertisement that said Black Ops 3 was more heavily anticipated this year than Fallout 4.
Bullshit. Not
I know,
especially.
bullshit. Instant
no.
bullshit. Every single real fan
Bullshit.
out there reads that and it's just
Especially
like, no.
since everyone's pissed off about the single player and everything, and how the PlayStation 3 is gonna have like a more downgraded, like barely playable versions. Like
What?
why you're down to 24 frames maybe,
What?
and then like that's like at most, and that's like at most. So it's like you're probably gonna find connections like
Let's
speed
just
less.
Yeah.
start re-releasing it on PS2 like the good old days.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, boy.
Span it across 3 generations.
But dude, Apollo, that reminded me. I also saw a clickbait advertisement that said Hunger Games was more anticipated than Star Wars.
Bull
Bullshit.
fucking
what in
shit.
the literal...
Like
Either
it
that
just
is a
reminded me-
lie or everyone
Probably
on Earth
opening
is addicted
sales.
to that.
They were probably trying to say like, cause
But Star Wars
Star
sold
Wars-
out. It's a week sold out now.
No,
Yeah,
I heard
yeah.
Star Wars made just as much as Pan has made in the last like 3 or 4 weeks. It's been in
Pan
theaters
bombed, though.
across worldwide, and this is just in IMAX. It made just as much as it did, and that's like a smaller like. I mean, like there's not as many as them as like
Yeah, that's,
show places or stuff like equivalent to that.
that's pretty fucking insane.
Oh, next game that was shown at the conference was Battleborn, which honestly was like the way it looked like aesthetically and how it plays out. It looks more like a Team Fortress 5v5 type small team
Yeah.
MOBA kind. I don't know if that's the right word. Like
It
just-
definitely seems like a smaller game, and that's why I'm wondering on the price about it. If it's cheap, I'll probably get it. But if it's like $60,
Oh yeah,
nah,
I
fuck
agree. I wish I remember who was making it, honestly, but I don't think I believe I've heard of them before. From what I recall, I think it was a very foreign
that. Oh,
developer.
was it that French one?
Yeah, I think it might have been. From what I've seen, it's honestly if you think like Team Fortress, like small team versus small team with different like classes and like probably different
weapons.
skins you can get probably in the game like later
And like
on.
in the trailer, they said there's like 25 different playable characters, so that's kind of
So
cool.
that's kind of cool. Okay, yeah.
A lot of variety.
That piqued my interest.
And it actually had a few game modes that they like incursion mode and capture the flag mode, which capture the flag seems like rather obvious what you'd have.
Yeah.
But incursion mode seems like a bigger battle type situation, and I think it was a very destructible environment from what I saw.
Very well could be, dude. And like at first it wasn't my cup of tea, but after seeing some of the game modes and gameplays and the fact that there's a lot of characters, it caught my interest. If it's like $20, maybe.
Yeah, I just because it's a smaller like.
Maybe PlayStation Plus will pick it up?
Oh,
Maybe.
that's true.
That's
if it's
actually-
PlayStation Plus, that'd be
I'd be down for
amazing.
that.
I'm still kicking myself in the dick over not downloading Rocket League in time. Everyone's still
I
playing
told you to download it.
Rocket
I tried to
League.
spread the wisdom.
Especially with the new Back to the Future DLC.
I hate you people.
I don't have it yet though. But I'm
No,
getting
get
it.
Broken Age, and there's a lot of other shit that's out this month that's awesome for you to download. Homer downloaded Magica 2, for instance.
It's just gonna be a smaller game. It's,
Yeah. Honestly, I can't tell you more about it just because I honestly, even in my notes, I'm having question marks because I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah, they didn't
like,
show too much. Just some
it was-
gameplay.
yeah.
That's really all we got.
But
from it.
what I can tell you is that the game's coming out February 9th, 2016. So if you guys want to play, I recommend you see a trailer more if you want to get more description. Because honestly, out of all the other games that were shown, it was kind of typical compared to all the
Yeah.
other these creative
Like,
It
games.
was a lame duck.
It was the lame duck group, but I still think it'd be fun. The beta is coming out really soon. It's going to hit the beta's going to
Yeah,
hit PS4
I'll try the
first.
beta. Yeah,
Very good.
I'm down to play it.
So
I like to give my supports.
PS4 fans rejoice. The next video game we checked out was for Street Fighter V. And honestly, it was pretty tight, I thought.
I was
it
so
showed
pumped.
It showed off Dalzim, and he's very much upgraded since last time we've seen him. And I'm a big fan I used to play Street Fighter 2. I beat that game a million times back on Sega Genesis because I was a Sega Genesis elitist as a
Dude,
kid.
I don't blame you. I would play that too.
I've gotten all the Street Fighters since. 4 I thought was just okay. But I'm hoping they really help with 5 because 4 I feel like they focused way too much on combos. I think they should just focus on like regular gameplay and combo gameplay. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The square triangle. Like,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, I've played more limited Street Fighter experience. I played on Sega Genesis with you a good amount of times, especially the arcade version. And I think I played 4, and that's pretty much it. Honestly, I know Apollo disagrees with me, but I find it visually, I find like the lighting and everything, like the texture designs, like from how it was originally created, you can only do so much. You're gonna have that cartoonish type look or atmosphere, but that's the
always-
charm
I
to
think
it.
it should look just 1080p like real life.
I don't know. I just think it's so part of the charm. It just looks so.
Yeah, I get it. It's part of the nostalgia.
I was gonna say it reminds me a lot of like my Dragon Ball Z days where it was just like out there, random like ass characters with these ridiculous
Powers
moves, and
and
they
all that.
look out like from a different world. I don't know.
Dude, and it's cool seeing like in this game, like for most of the games they just have the characters same copy paste. Like it shows Dalzim and it looks very much different from last time we've seen him. Like it's progression of the characters as well.
Like my
He looks
jaw
like
just
an
opened as
interesting
soon as I
guy.
just saw his legs like move
Yeah.
around. Like
Like his
Like
power-
a worm.
It was
pow-
a worm. Yeah.
yeah, his
Wiggle
power was to
worm.
always have like stretchy limbs.
He was
and
just
stuff.
so visually appealing to watch.
But now
like,
they've like taken it to the next level, and I'm very interested to see how Street Fighter V is, especially now that it's become a PlayStation exclusive. I wonder if they've changed
especially,
anything.
I think can it compete with Killer Instinct with the Xbox exclusive?
I think it can. I
think it will.
The thing
It can.
I don't know what's bigger, Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat. That's always been a rivalry
Well,
through the
Mortal
years.
Kombat I've loved more recently just because I'm
The new
I'm
one's
used
really
to the
good.
characters a lot, but I've always had a fascination for Street Fighter just because of the aesthetics of it. I
Dude,
just love it.
Sega Genesis I had both Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter, so I was really big into it back in the day.
You're
And,
more of a fanboy than me. I wish I had those consoles back in the day.
dude. Until I was 12, the only system I had Sega Genesis. It
You
kinda
were raised
sucked.
right. I had an
Well,
N64 and a
In,
GameCube a lot of my life.
in hindsight, it was awesome, but looking back, I wanted those PS2s and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, that's hitting game shelves everywhere February 16th, 2016.
Now on to our next topic, Matterfall, which is hitting consoles sometime in the year 2016. We don't even know yet.
Everything that you love and want to foster 2016.
2016 sometime, but it looked really interesting to me. Like, it basically looked
Tron?
like you versus the matter.
Yeah.
And like
Life
it looked
versus
very
matter.
Tron-like, yeah.
And you get like a cool jetpack too, which I thought was interesting.
Yeah, it had a badass like some type of like jetpack.
And
it
it-
kind of looked like wings almost.
It wasn't a gameplay trailer, it was a CGI. It just meant to give you a concept with the setting, gameplay might be, and stuff like that. But
I'm excited to see a little bit of gameplay, see what the hell's going on here.
Honestly,
It
yes.
doesn't matter what wishes to destroy you.
based on what I see, is it open world dystopia, matter
Matter's
against
gone
matter?
wild.
Yeah. My matter's better than your matter.
It's like Pokemon, it's just matter. It just collects matter.
But
Dude,
I
Apollo.
want to see what you can do with it, because the guy was able like to use like a force field to like out for a platform.
Yeah,
They-
probably some cool gameplay mechanics.
Some
So-
interesting powers coming up.
Exactly. I hope they really get creative with it, especially from what we see with Infamous. The things you can do with like different
the-
powers and stuff
The
like
most
that.
creative
Lots
powers
of
in video games in a
possibilities.
long time. Infamous.
Yes.
Dude, but
Yeah.
Apollo, you know what the suit kind of reminded me of? Remember that old game for PS3, Time Shift?
Dude, it did
The suit reminded me of that
my
suit.
It's a
gosh.
sick game.
Time Shift. I saw that at Disc Replay, and it's
Probably
$2.
like $3. Yeah,
$2.
nothing. Dude, that is more than a $2 experience. I should go in there and relabel that thing.
I played
15.
That's probably like the most played demo I've ever had on the last gen, like of all time. Honestly,
That is so cool.
You can go back and just play different ways. Fast
I
forward,
literally
slow
cannot
down
believe
time,
that they
stop
have
time.
not redone that,
Or a
that it got so
sequel.
bad reviews. Like, you could at least do a different game with time power. Or wow, there's Life is Strange.
Life is Strange.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
talking like first-person shooter,
Yeah,
or
exactly.
like Assassin's Creed with time power, something retarded.
The only
An
thing-
Eden piece that gives you time powers, that'd be cool.
Oh, they
Is
could
it-
do that. They
Wait,
could do that.
In Dishonored, can you slow down time temporarily?
I think so. I don't think you could go back.
Yeah, that's the only thing kind of close I guess I would go with. And Homer has never even played it.
I'm playing the definitive edition when I get the cash.
It's actually cheap at Disc Replay as well. I saw that. I had to wait for 45 minutes, so I looked
Oh
at
my
everything
God.
in the store.
You
Kind
should
of
have
getting
got
off
me
topic
some.
now, but I saw Prototype was on sale on and PlayStation Plus for a limited time, and I'm kicking myself for not buying it. It was
What
like
is it?
Dude, really?
$15.
Wait,
It's 15 for the bundle?
I don't
Wait,
think it wasn't for the bundle.
is it
just
for
for
the-
the first one? I think.
Wait, is it the? They have you do realize they have that revamped version? Or
Yeah,
whatever?
the remastered. But it
Yeah,
looks
that's
almost
probably
the
like
same.
I don't know.
Basically the same, just made for PS4.
60 frames probably. I don't know. But
It is 60 frames, yeah.
I was gonna say. I mean,
It
at
was
least there's
such
something.
a fun game.
I,
Though.
I'm definitely
I was gonna
rebuying
say
it.
that is a thrill. I wish more people got into.
I want a Prototype 3. And the thing is, I don't even know who released those remasters. Like, does someone else have the rights and they're trying to
Yeah.
build money for the third game,
Build a
possibly?
little hype.
That's kind of what 343 did. They made the Halo 1 anniversary, and that was a huge thing, and that's what got people like me confident.
Gotta
in
understand
them.
how to get that hype
they-
train rolling.
Exactly right.
Yeah, maybe they're using the money from the remaster to make Prototype 3. That'd be
Yes!
sick.
Yes!
I'd be down. Or maybe they'll just be like, nope, start over.
Prototype reboot.
Oh
What?
yay, new Alex Mercer.
And he's black.
He's
He's
Asian.
Asian.
People
That would be
Asian.
cool. I would be down.
I know, dude, but yeah, not much is known about Matterfall. We'll
Oh, yeah, back to Matterfall.
keep you
the
guys
topic.
updated. I
Yeah,
guess.
there's really not much on it. There was just a trailer, short
Yeah, dude.
trailer.
And just so you guys know, in the description below, we're going to have a link to this conference if you're interested to see these gameplay
Oh, yeah.
trailers and whatnot. But
It's all there.
Even if you don't have a PlayStation, it's good just to see what next gen quality can and will be
yeah,
like.
they show some really unique games that I'm so excited for. 2016 gonna be a good year in video games.
Speaking of games that are coming out 2016, we actually have a release date for No Man's Sky,
Woo!
which is coming out June 2016, which got people like me excited.
We've been waiting so long for that release.
Ex-
Freeze me.
I was kind of hoping it'd come out this year, but even though at this point I knew that it was probably not likely because I didn't hear it, but a year ago I hope it came out this year.
Yeah,
but
so did I. I was so hopeful. Same with Uncharted.
And there's a trailer for it that they just released that show you pretty much the core gameplay mechanics, and it has like a narrator, which surprised me because
might be
it doesn't have a
misleading.
main story for all I know.
Yeah, I don't
Just
think it
get
has
to
any
the center
story.
of the galaxy.
It's just exploring a massive universe that's like so big that it's rare for you to run into other players. That's how big it is.
That's great.
Which is why we have to reach the center of the galaxy, because by the
build
time
our
we get
galactic-
closer, we have a chance of meeting each other a lot easier, I feel.
True.
And we'll
Be
build
so
our
fun,
galactic
though.
empire.
Oh, that'd be so sick.
We're taking over No Man's Sky. Let
we
it
would
be
like
known.
to send
Join
screen-
the empire or surrender.
Yeah, or die.
the Creed.
We'll call it the Creed, and we're taking over.
But we will have
Say it like that, too.
indentured
It's the
servitude,
Creed.
though. For protection, you just have to work for us.
You listeners, beware of the Creed. When you play No Man's Sky, you will find us.
Anyone get
We will find
reckless,
you.
and we'll find you. We're so fucking weird. But honestly, there was nothing that in the trailer. They pretty much show you everything. You space battles, going onto a planet, exploring
Fighting
a
some type of
planet.
robot thing.
Yeah.
Discovering species.
Animals running
They
around.
did show
looking all
you
weird.
fighting a robot thing on the planet. That is a guardian or watcher. Like basically, if you disturb the wildlife on the planet or in a galaxy, these
Or mine
sentient
it too
thing-
much as well.
or mine too much. Exactly, taking the natural resources. These guardians like would basically be attracted to you and send like robots and stuff to take you down. That's why you have to like leave a galaxy or like a system to go to another one.
The heat gets on.
Yeah, exactly.
Get
So
out
you
of
very
it.
much have to just go to the next system and go to the next system and just pillage and plunder.
Pillage and rape entire planets for your own personal
Dude, if you could name your ship, should we name it the Jackdaw?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
dude. I don't know what I name it.
Dude, in Syndicate, there's actually a cool mission where you, like,
Go back
involving
to...
Edward Kenway and his mansion and whatnot. It's
That's
called the
awesome.
Kenway Mansion.
I'll probably call mine the Black Pearl.
And there's, like, a sculpture of the Jackdaw and the wheels in there. It's pretty cool.
I don't remember. Do they have? Is that in the Assassin's Creed 4? Do you have a house? Or is that
No,
just...
No.
It's future.
They don't show you having like an actual house, but you just assume they live in somewhere in...
He lives in the ship. He's a
England.
pirate.
He gets a mansion in his old age,
He
probably.
he has bootied and plundered.
Oh,
enough.
yeah.
Especially the Edward Kenway I made. I've found almost every fucking collectible. He better be
We're
rich.
getting way off track here. I love it.
I love it too, but that's
I relish in it.
how it's going to be in No Man's Sky. And then we had a really special treat. We had 8 minutes of gameplay for the newest game, Horizon Zero Dawn, and that's hitting game shelves 2016. And it's from Guerrilla Games, the makers of Killzone. It's really awesome that
And
they're...
it shows with graphics.
Yeah, Killzone's, especially Shadowfall, probably still one of the best graphically acclaimed games of the next gen. And it really shows, like, and I'm hoping it's very massive. It seems like
It
there's
seems like a massive game. It seems if you're fighting like prehistoric or
And
robotic dinosaurs.
I really
It
love,
looked really sick. It seems like the studio's living up to their,
especially
their history.
Shadowfall sold a shit ton of games.
In the demo that they showed too, especially the variety amount of stealth mechanics and trappings you can use,
Yeah,
like, to
the
get
traps
resources.
really wowed me. Like, you could scare the animals into the trap, and I really love the enemies. It's like half robot, half dinosaur.
But
It's like,
and then there are
crazy
other
on
enemies
there.
too, other clans that you can fight. I guess apparently, I think because it's more of an
Yeah.
RPG. They said I thought it was gonna be like I thought they would have RPG mechanics, but I didn't think it was gonna be solely like an RPG type thing. But I think
it's like action adventure RPG combined. I really like it.
especially if you have a choice like in the end to like eradicate or do something with clans or
Dude,
whatever.
and who knows where
or
the
kill
sto-
off the wildlife.
Yeah, dude, who knows where the story goes? Like, it's a planet that has robotic dinosaurs. It could go anywhere, man.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Get
like,
more into the backstory. Who the fuck? Why would they create this?
Why has God done this?
What have we done? And at the end of the demo, it concludes with the main character. She fights off against a T-Rex.
Dude, yeah, they called it the Thunderjaw, and
Oh,
like
that looked cool.
when it introduced it, it did like a robotic like dinosaur hybrid like screech, and it was like sounded really epic, dude.
And
It's like robotic T-Rex combined. Like, I don't
With
know how to
like
describe it.
different layers of armor and different layers of weapons that match that armor. Like, it can shoot you from the mouth with lasers. It can shoot you in a 360-degree
With,
area
like,
of
a
effect
cannon.
rocket launcher. Yeah, and if you take out those weapons, it's like you still have other weapons you can do. He's like.
And you could take off the rocket launcher and use it against him and shoot it at him. He said that was probably the best way to take him out. But taking out the rocket launcher is a challenge of itself. So.
Yeah, he said the developer or producer said himself that they have over 200 animations done for the T-Rex alone, and it shows.
Yeah, when it got into that in the video,
it looks
so
authentic,
crazy.
doesn't it? Like,
yeah.
Am I going crazy? Like,
No,
that was good shit.
Oh, and I was that's so impressive, especially just for an enemy T-Rex. Just the AI. I wonder how many, like, for the main character, for the running. They probably have so many animations.
Especially with the herd that the main character tried to hunt down. Like if you hunt down like certain like animals, like it doesn't matter what animal it is. Like they'll attack you. Like especially in, like if they have the numbers advantage over you. And so you're gonna have to like be able to not just be reliant stealth the whole time. You might have to take on like quite a few. And in the perk system that they show off in the game, it reminded me of Far Cry 3 with the tattoo.
Oh yeah.
He says that like she has a tattoo of an arrow, and it seems it branches off into two directions and meets in the center.
And scavenging was big in the game too. Like after you kill a robot dinosaur, you could take some of the parts to make like explosive arrows and stuff.
Yeah, they did.
Which only leads me to wonder more. What kind of god created such creatures? These abominations.
What if they get into it?
And like, do they worship like a god, like a robot?
It becomes a whole like philosophical aspect of the game. Like, where are these things coming from?
I was gonna say, like, how would you feel if you killed one of these things and these act like animals? They act like they're in pain. Like when she stabbed like this one like baby like animal like dinosaur like thing, it made like a wailing sound.
Is it like an
AI?
AI?
I'm like, oh.
What if there's a mod to seriously make them say that?
Yes. Oh wait, in Fallout 4, I hear that they're gonna support mods for the.
Oh, mama!
Just saying.
That's awesome.
But
I'm excited.
Hopefully they'll be free.
That's all. That's true. But if not, they'll just be like $1 or $2. But we're getting off topic.
I know, dude.
Sorry.
But for Horizon Zero Dawn, I'm honestly looking more forward to this than Far Cry 4. I meant Far Cry Primal.
Oh yeah, especially everyone
if
has
they're
this,
both like cavemen type games.
Super interesting.
Everyone's going with this B style, and nomadic roots
cavemen
type games like nowadays. Like what the hell? What the hell's going on?
I guess it's easier to animate like sticks and rocks than it is to
True. There actually might be
explosions and guns.
That is a good reason, actually.
There's explosive arrows in this Horizon Zero Dawn that lasers.
True. Yeah. It is definitely by far the most graphically beautiful game I've ever seen.
Intense.
Like
thus far.
Open world, especially.
Yeah, the trees look great. The lighting looked great. The
dinosaurs.
birds flying by.
Her hair,
great.
like the main character's hair, just frolicking through the wind, just so easy. Oh god.
Definitely one of my most anticipated for 2016.
And then the next topic is Gravity Rush 2. And Homer, when exactly did that come out? Is it coming out sometime 2016?
Unspecified.
Once again, unspecified.
2016.
Next year. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed back because
PlayStation 4.
I'm actually really looking forward to it. Did you see if it was for the Vita as well?
It's not actually.
God.
So the Vita, I just claim it dead.
The Vita is dead.
No more games at all, dude.
Oh,
I was gonna say,
hang me now.
At first, like we were wondering, like when we were watching through the trailer, and I was like, I don't know, this looks pretty well, like top quality type.
I guess you could tell it was for PS4 because they added a whole bunch of new animations
and
and
physics
stuff,
engine. And
oh
stuff
yeah,
like that.
all the you could see tons of stuff flying around, like all these boxes coming out of people's carts and shit. It was interesting to see.
And you got me into the Gravity Rush by playing the demo, and I remember like when she was floating around, she wasn't able to move around like through like it seems like free roam like in a way. Like it showed off like a little bit like she was like moving around town like with by manipulating gravity like in a weird way like she was flying, and it looked like she can go to like a nearby like section of a city, but then, like, she decides to stay where she was and fight off, like, an enemy in the trailer.
Well, as a non-fan, it got me interested in the series at least. Like, the trailer did its job, got me interested. Looks like you could, like, go from building to building or something. That looked interesting. And it looked high-paced.
And the enemy variety looked pretty cool, too.
It does look like they made it. That's a very astute point. It seems like they made it more high-paced than the last one.
I agree.
And the lighting seems rather cool. It seems rather vibrant and, like, go-lucky. But then again, it's a very staged demo, so they're probably going to making us see what we want to see as of right now.
I can't wait to see it on the PS4.
Oh yeah, I agree.
I wish it's for the
I'm
Vita,
down.
though. Womp womp.
God damn it. What if they stop releasing PlayStation Plus games for the Vita?
It's only a matter of time.
Actually, yeah, it is only a matter of time, you're right.
It's a sad day for Vita owners.
It's a sad truth.
Dude, if you guys are longtime listeners, back in 2014, I had a special podcast just all about the Vita. Back in the delivery days, but
the
about
dark times.
It was right when the reboot for the Vita was happening. I was hoping people would revive it, but it failed.
God damn it, people.
You probably reached a few ears.
Instead. Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm sure a few ears heard that rant.
Another game that was introduced during this conference that we've already seen before.
At E3.
Yeah, at E3, and that was the Dreams Showcase or whatever. And basically, it's the same what you saw. If you've seen at E3, you've seen the same thing.
The same dream made, but it still looks interesting.
It's still an interesting concept, and they pretty much just said this is all made from the PlayStation 4. This is not bullshit. Basically, trying to persuade people that you can do this stuff.
And it showed like a variety of dreams that you could create. Like,
Yeah. I mean, like if you've seen we probably told you about on the last podcast, but yeah, like the polar bear sequence, the futuristic
car flying,
bounty hunting, car flying thing, and then the goofy zombie slaying,
so
kid friendly.
It looked super fun and like literally infinitely replayable.
Exactly, like the whole game is just to create your dreams, so you could create any storyline. Hell, maybe we could create some Stoner Man dreams and post it on the YouTube page.
Exactly. That actually might be like a breakthrough. That
I personally wonder how quickly people are going to use this to make pornography. Day one, like hour one, you start to see videos shared on your PlayStation.
just like their
feed,
biggest fantasy is like under private, and you can't what.
Black man gangbang extreme.
Day one DLC pornography pack.
Wow.
On your friends list, it says, "What is Apollo doing?" Oh, he's playing this game. What if it tells you info like he's like erotic dream? Erotic dream.
You go into share play and watch what I'm doing, and it's just like
oh my
guys
god,
erotic dream.
Super
erotic.
No.
Mijo. What has happened?
I know, dude.
Taking things to a new level.
Basically, like, the whole point of them being there was they announced that the beta's coming sometime 2016.
Yeah.
Which I can't wait to create some dreams.
Oh, yeah,
sure
I was going to say, I don't know about
limited.
you, but I want to expand my creativity.
Yeah, dude, and you fans should stay tuned. We're going to be posting some crazy-ass streams on there.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
hopefully by 2016 we'll have videos to showcase on the YouTube channel and website.
And you already know how stone ripped twisted we could be with our stoner stories. So we'll come up with some interesting fucking dreams, I guarantee you. And then we had a cool trailer for the Uncharted Multiplayer. And it showed off some of the classes. It showed how fast-paced the game, the multiplayer game looks. And it even showed that you get some like cool relic superpower type shit. It showed a woman running at fast speed with like a flaming power. It shows Nathan Drake throwing a temple thing, and a statue spawns.
Kind of spawns
yeah.
And the multiplayer looks like a vast improvement over Uncharted 2 and 3's multiplayer, which I only dabbled into a little bit. It wasn't that great. This is a nice twist on it, and they also went in. At the conference, they were saying that this is going to be the last Uncharted game for quite an unforeseeable future.
Which I agree completely.
Which is a good thing. I don't want them to be milking the cash cow.
No.
Only making it when it's good, when they have a good idea for a game.
That's good to see. That gives me more hope for 4.
Otherwise, they're just going to look at that franchise as be like, ugh, chore, like bad memories instead of like the franchise that brought that company together.
I know. Uncharted is one of my most beloved series. I'm so pumped for 4. And Naughty Dog's a studio I could trust now with the 3 Uncharted games I at least enjoyed. And then Last of Us blew me out of the water. So I'm all for Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog's all up in success.
I'm just slightly worried about the postponement. I just don't know what it was about.
It could have been multiplayer, to be honest. I don't even know.
True.
It could be graphics. It could be story. I don't know. But if it's the last one for a while, it better end with a goddamn bang.
I agree.
If it sucks, then bring on Uncharted 5 or redeem yourself.
Nathan dies.
I hope not.
Most likely, as the title entails.
Make it a super brutal death too. Like
Oh my god!
I was actually predicting that his brother's gonna die, but
he doesn't. He doesn't even have a brother. He's an orphan. It doesn't make fucking sense.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Wait, what? He has a brother, but he is an orphan.
But that makes sense because
third game they describe more of his backstory, how he meets Saul, this like mentor of his, and he describes out how he's just like this kid on the streets, like the street rat.
Yeah,
like
street
orphan.
rat.
And yeah,
but
basically.
his birth parents could have still gave birth to another child.
I just find that random and out of nowhere, and
I'm hoping
should
it
have better
fits.
transitioning.
Because we did get out of context. Fingers crossed it fits. Fingers crossed.
But the multiplayer does look fun, honestly.
I hope it makes absolutely no sense. Explain.
You naysayer.
It actually has destructible elements to it too.
Oh yeah, like which is awesome for multiplayer.
Especially for a third-person shooting.
Yeah, like it could revolutionize third-person online play.
And I can't wait
which Assassin's Creed could have done if they tried.
And I can't play as different characters in the franchise. I want to be Saul.
Oh, he gets to play as Saul.
I'd love to be Saul.
Oh, he is a badass. He was your ally in a couple missions, but he never played
true.
as him. You get to play as, what's her name, Jenny or something? The blonde chick.
Oh, yeah, I was trying to remember the Hispanic chick, but I can't remember for the life of me.
The Hispanic chick is so damn fine.
If you just, you just picture her in real life, like, easily, and just be like,
Honestly, maybe when I get some cash after January or something, maybe I'll get Uncharted Collection, maybe for Christmas. It's worth playing the trilogy over, especially
I guess.
before the third one.
Yeah,
that fourth one.
I agree.
The next trailer we witnessed was Detroit Become Human, and it's looking really interesting to me. It's coming out of the same studio that brought you
Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls.
Yeah, there we go. I lost it for a second.
Quantum Dream.
And yeah, they're called Quantum Dream, and this game is based off the trailer you guys may have seen in 2011 called it was a tech demo called Kara. Pretty friggin' interesting. It got me asking a lot of questions right away that I'm sure they're gonna, the characters will be asking themselves as well.
It's a visual huge update especially from the tech demo, and that was one of my favorite tech demos that those developers show. I remember I think
they showed another one with a wizard.
What?
They showed another tech demo with a wizard as well.
Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, but that was like even later on. That was like when they were first showing next gen technology. This was like 3 years prior before that, probably.
I thought it was pretty sick how the entire trailer was done in-game engine.
Yeah, supposedly all in-game engine, and it looks absolutely stunning. And you thought Until Dawn looked good. Oh boy, that's baby time frolics compared to this shit.
Dude, and like Quantum Dream's always been known for stunning graphics. Like for PS3, PS3 is a shitty console with specs.
Yeah.
They still made Heavy Rain, which looks awesome.
Oh.
Especially at the time.
Yeah.
And Beyond looked really cool as well. It got Willem Dafoe down and everything.
And it's definitely like one of my personal favorites. Even though it doesn't have as much replay value as Heavy Rain, it's still a story I really liked.
Me too, I agree. And they're doing another female protagonist, and it's about like a robot that becomes self-aware, something, an AI of some sort.
Yeah, and she's like in a community where humans use AI as like service like providers, and she like finds that as like very wrong and stuff.
If you're creating things intentionally with the purpose of slavery, why would you give it a sentient thought?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
right.
Awful.
It is absolutely awful.
The thing is, like the other ones didn't seem as sentient. Like I think
they seem kind of cool with it.
Like I think something happens where she becomes like further self-aware or something than the others.
A glitch,
a bug in the system.
A glitch known as life.
She took the red pill. You don't know.
Exactly.
And like, I guess the game's about her dealing with all this. Like, she goes in the trailer, she's like, I thought the world was gonna be a beautiful place, but it's like really dark. People are treating her badly and stuff.
And me and Apollo pretty much read my mind. He at the very end of the trailer, we were like, what, he was like pretty much said like, is that Jennifer Lawrence? Like, did they get her?
Yeah. Is that J-Lo?
And like, I was wondering the same thing too. I was like, I mean, it's not too far fetched. They got freaking Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page for crying out loud. How?
So they
Those
like
are two pretty. Those are
just
two
have a
good
look at it.
actors and actresses.
So yeah, they've been getting some legit talent for this acting wise, because it's a totally
I love it too.
story based game. That's what they work on.
But
Very
it shows
intense.
appreciation for the actors thinking video games as like an actual good medium.
And I thought Willem Dafoe and Ellen Page were awesome in Beyond.
Oh,
Like, especially Ellen Page, she had to do some really dramatic stuff if you played the game.
I was gonna say, especially Willem Dafoe for
I
my
still
part.
have
I
not.
really felt bad for him.
Oh, especially the ending, no spoilers.
Yeah.
Oh, spoil nothing, I'll break your bones.
I feel like not enough people played Beyond Two Souls.
And
Like,
I
go
feel bad
play
too.
it.
Yeah, I know. No excuses.
I demand you. In Heavy Rain, the graphics might be slightly dated, but the
It still
story
looks amazing.
it still looks very good, and the story is just that good that you look past the graphics.
That's the problem with
Heavy Rain looks better than some games that are still coming out today.
I'd agree. Some games.
That's the problem with like games like Heavy Rain and like Beyond. Like eventually, like the graphics like do become like dated, and like those games heavily at the time rely on that to keep you connected, like involved or like into the story. So like when you just see the dramatic difference between what we're gonna be used to now,
Yeah.
I believe that pretty soon Heavy Rain is just gonna be a distant thought.
Not in my mind, dude. I'll play that game over and over, and I'll recommend it till I die.
Forever cherish it.
I'll definitely do it more than Until Dawn, I'll tell you what.
Dude, like, it's a story game that, like, it's just so good, especially your first time through.
When you're thinking, I just
So
wish
intense.
it wasn't spoiled to me. Like one.
Luckily,
part.
it wasn't for me, but
Uh,
I remember who spoiled it for you, Raj.
no, it wasn't technically spoiled. The guy just gave me a hint that made it very obvious who the killer could be if you paid a modicum of attention.
And at the time, I was very disappointed that the ending is kind of the same. Like, it's always the same killer. I was hoping that it'd be multiple killers at the time.
Have you supposed to do it?
What if they really got into it?
I mean, like, if the ending was different, it was just a different killer, like, randomly.
Not like lame, but like well done.
It would
Like
make
random,
sense, yeah, ain't
like
it?
like randomly, like I don't know, like the
Like-
douchebag cop from The Agent will just be like the killer.
It could be anybody.
You bastard.
They hint at multiple people in the game.
It would have been interesting to have it been anybody.
Like, but the worst ending you can get is where everyone kills themselves.
Dude, I would have gotten that ending if you weren't guiding me through it, Homer. I would have tanked.
Yeah, spoiler alert. When there's a fire in the apartment,
Oh, I would have tanked on that too.
I'm letting the
I'll
world.
climb out the window.
I'm letting you new viewers who's never played it know. Go in the fridge in the burning apartment.
Yeah, it doesn't make
Indiana
any sense.
Jones it.
It won't be your first instinct to climb inside of a fridge in a burning building, but that is ironically what you have to do.
I actually was trying to go down the stairs because there wasn't that much fire in front of me. I was like natural instinct, like get down and
I
go
forgot,
down.
What happens if you try the window?
It's too high
It
up.
explodes and it pushes like the
Why is there
explosion
no
pushes
fire
you
escape?
off.
What year is this? This can't be up to code.
Yeah, so
If
I
only
remember
Captain Hindsight was there.
I remember Steven tried the fucking window. I was just like,
Ooh, fool ass.
That's not a bad strategy at the time. Like any of those would have worked, honestly.
but dude, honestly, Detroit Become Human was the highlight of this conference for me, to be honest. It's the game I'm most excited for coming in the next couple of years.
Honestly, I would have to say probably Boundless blew me away
Oh,
the
Boundless?
most. I didn't. Like when I first heard these like names, Boundless, Battleborn, like all these bees names like out
Too
here.
many bees.
I was just-
It's hurting my brain.
Yeah, I was just. I just didn't expect like a graphically advanced like Minecraft system type game that took it in a different, slightly different perspective that makes it me, an old Minecraft fan, that much more wanting to
Excited.
play it, excited. Yeah.
Say No Man's Sky. It's got all my hype in the basket. Let me tell you.
Your freedom, thriving like need.
Dude, and the thing is, all three of the games we just mentioned, I'm going to play all three. I'm going to enjoy all three. They're going to be great.
Oh heck yeah.
the only reason why I even boasted what my favorites are even though we have VR demos that were shown, it's just because demos they only show you so much, and games that we're gonna play for hours and hours and hours are probably gonna highlight over it. But we did get shown a few VR demos for Project Morpheus.
Finally.
Yeah, I'm glad that they're encouraging Project Morpheus.
And they did drop some bombs with these VR games they showed. Like, they were some high, cool stuff.
One of them, and I was like trying to think how it's VR, and I thought of it at the very end, was Riggs, which basically was a Mech Assault type. I used to play this Mech Assault game back on the Xbox.
It's called Mech 2 or something.
Yeah, and like I used to have a fun time with that, and like, and what I think they're gonna do is you're gonna have the VR headset, you're gonna look left and right behind you, then you have the PlayStation Move controllers on your left and right hand. And have triggers on them, and like you can probably use them like to use a mech and stuff like that, and I think that would be awesome.
It seemed really cool, kind of like Titanfall mixed with like Rocket League.
Yeah, and it's super fast paced too, so you're really into it.
And I like how they tried to make it like a real life NFL sport type thing.
Yeah,
but it's
a
like
lot
a
of
battle
games nowadays, especially Rocket League too. They're trying to get more into that very MVP type tournament stuff.
Yeah, it seems like an actual sport you would watch on TV, except it's like mech battle,
and
which
I'm
is
down
way
to
better.
play. I'm down to get. I love Rocket
VR.
League. Rocket League is fun for that.
Oh, I love Rocket League.
And we were teased for an Until Dawn Rush Rush of Blood.
Yeah, I don't know exactly what this is.
We have no idea.
It's confirmed it's going to be for VR. Is it going to be like DLC, a sequel, an altered version?
If it's DLC, is it going to be like a first-person thing now? Like, and
I'm hoping so.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
And it has a good engine to run on. Like, it looks like really well done and realistic and stuff. And you can probably make a PT element to it.
True, dude.
Or Winnebago, or
Winnebago.
Oh, sorry, Winnebago.
Oh, oh no, I got you.
Dude, once I get a VR helmet, I'm gonna forget what actual reality is like.
I know, right? You're gonna have like actual philosophical dilemmas and like kill yourself. Like, you're
Should I even bother getting up?
You're pretty much gonna Inception yourself, like Leonardo's wife did, where she's like, "This isn't the real world.
yeah.
It's
gonna
have to wake up."
It's gonna be the death
the
of
end
us.
of Apollo.
Oh lordy. But like Until Dawn, like before the ending, in my opinion, it did have some scary moments. So there's potential for this VR.
Oh yeah, until it fucked up
Yeah, it had a good
and changed its story 5 times.
Yeah, like if it didn't do that, it could have been good if they stuck with the serial killer thing. I won't say what the spoiler is because it's a new game. But what other VR games do we check out?
Robinson: The Journey was one, and that was the dinosaur simulation type thing where you're guided by, and this is the creative Crytek or something, and they usually have really nice looking games.
Visuals.
Like, and boy did it look for this. It was like one of the most beautiful looking like VR simulations ever. Basically, you're being guided by this ghost figure from Destiny, if you ever played it.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
It reminded me very similar. It turned me off at first, but I quickly changed my
Yeah,
mind.
exactly. I was like, wait, I don't know how I feel about this. And then like basically you're going through like this valley, seeing all these types of dinosaurs, and of course you see a T-Rex at the end. And basically you're just like, fuck.
Dude, but at that moment, I was like, just picture that VR with the surround sound and up close.
Oh yeah,
it's going to be
and
scary.
Morpheus is known
I'm
to have a
probably
really
gonna
good
jump
surround
when I get
sound.
attacked by shit.
Yeah, you're literally going to jump if you get attacked by a raptor.
Especially
or something.
like in horror games, which a lot of VR games have, like especially like ones where you're in a maze. Like it's like one of those games where it takes you, it's like changes the layout every time, and you're in a maze and you have to get out, and it's a horror type thing.
PT was psychotic to me. I don't know how people could actually go like beat that without having to look it up. It was,
Exactly.
so
No,
weird.
I would be too afraid to look at like to even like practice on my own, trying to figure out to zoom in on things. Like I'd be like, I don't
so
want
they just jumps out at you.
Yeah, exactly. Especially
I'm
like,
done playing.
especially looking through the holes, like and you're seeing.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
God.
such a shame that you can't play PT anymore. I literally think it's like the ultimate in horror.
You can't even
Best,
play it?
The scariest
can't
games,
download it anymore.
scariest movie, like just scariest thing available in the entertainment world, I think, in my opinion.
But luckily, based on like geniuses like that, you're gonna have a lot of spin-off knockoffs that people are gonna make. That probably, honestly, it's fair game because they didn't finish it.
Dude,
so.
yeah, we did see a demo a while ago for an Alien VR game for the Morpheus, And I remember it looked the
yeah.
design of the house kind of reminded me of PT a little bit, and it was like a horror-based alien game, which I'm excited for.
Yeah, that sounds actually pretty cool. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
I think that got some inspiration.
Next, we have Battlezone, which is, if you ever played tank, basically, battle games, this is basically
I played a couple, especially on the Vita.
I had like one on the N64, it was like Battle Tanks. I remember the theme song to this day. It was like one of the cool co-op games I used to play in like my church youth group.
But it's like Battle Tanks on acid, dude. Like
oh no, yeah. It's a super arcadey, like very coloristic, very fast-paced, like shooter battle arena.
Yeah, it was really colorful. It kind of reminded me of that pinball game we played on the Oculus a couple months ago.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you mean, but I don't know how it's gonna be VR. I really don't understand how that's.
Maybe you're in God view or something.
Maybe it could be, but basically, there's nothing much you can say. It's just basically an arena type shooter game.
Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't VR, I wouldn't be interested in it. But since it is, it's got my attention.
It's pretty much the opposite of World of Tanks, basically, which tries to put a sense of realism into the game.
Yeah, this is like ridiculous off the wall.
And other games that we did not see, just because we weren't personally interested, but are available for you guys to see if you're interested, is Tekken 7, as well as Gran Turismo.
But one thing about Tekken 7, how are they going to do that virtual reality?
Yeah, that's why I don't understand.
It's a Street Fighter type game. I never really got into it, but it's like virtual reality 1v1 fighting game. Is it going to go first person?
Yeah. Oh, I guess
it didn't show it. It just announced that it's going to be for virtual reality. They didn't show a VR trailer for it, so there's still a lot of speculation to be had.
Okay.
So, but Tekken 7, I think it's going to be interesting in VR. It might be the only reason I get it, to be honest.
I just didn't think fighting games would be implemented to VR too well. I'm glad I'm wrong.
Well, it might not be well, dude. It could be terrible for all we know.
Only for like
Tekken of all time.
Also, you got like kicking pads that like get your motion censoring.
Oh yeah, true. I wish it was a more better game like Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter than Tekken, because I've never really gotten into Tekken. It just seems like a knockoff 2D fighting game.
Oh yeah, I get you.
It's just like
it never stood out from the bunch, even though there is a hardcore fan base, and that's why I wanted to address it, just for them.
And then the final thing we checked out was The Wilderness, which was a very interesting game, to say the least.
French developed, it has to be, because the developer was straight French.
Yeah, it was hard to understand him, honestly, with his accent.
Yeah, he was very soft, and we were talking at the time a little bit as the thing was going on, but from what we saw from the demo, it was basically, again, these games with this nomadic
Stone Age type, but this one has a twist, dude.
Yeah, this guy basically made one of those like open world Stone Age type foraging caveman setting thing, except very Native American spiritualist, animalistic type,
which is actually tight.
Mysticism, yeah, in the game, like basically like the guy, he has this quest. I don't know if he had it originally or it just came about, but he's walking around. He finds he meditates and transforms his consciousness into a hawk, which then he picks up a snake.
Yeah, you're playing as the hawk, and you just swoop down and hunt a snake.
And it looks beautiful, the hawk especially.
Oh, yeah. Playing as the hawk was what, like at first I was just like, all right, one of these other caveman games. But as soon as you played as the hawk, I was like, all right, what you got for me? Then it gets even stranger.
Yeah, as he picks up the snake as the hawk, eventually, like, later on, I think that's when he gets the quest to, like, take the snake's corpse or body to an altar, which he goes on his way to, and he comes up against, like, a cannibal-type camp, which apparently you'll find as you go about, and
take out the cannibals.
It's basically like, as you would expect, like those like creepy like Islander type people that like wear all those like white makeup or war paintings.
Kind of like the 2003 King Kong
movie.
Oh
yeah, I was gonna say exactly like the King Kong movie, if you've seen that, and it just freaks me out. Like, oh man, I just hate that stuff, and they're cannibals too. And basically, the guy rode into battle on a bear that he has tamed because he's just a master of animals,
which was also awesome.
Yeah, wipes them all out. It looked a little wonky, some of the controls and whatnot.
Hopefully they fix it up before release.
Yeah, but I don't know how big the developer, so I mean, I'm gonna give them a free pass if they're a small developer. Near the end, after that, they take the snake to the altar. The snake then shows its divinity, whatever the hell that means, and it showcases a snake goddess who looks
Very fine.
Fine as hell.
And it just, that's when my jaw was dropping. Like I was having a hard time I was just like flabbergasted. I couldn't understand.
Like, I wonder if they get into every animal's divinity thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, can I go on a bear's or like a fucking wolves or a penguin?
What if that's actually how you tame them? You unlock their divinity, then you could like that's how you ride the bear.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's just a guess. To be
That
honest.
sounds cool.
I'm hoping that's right.
I would love to have a snake. Be like, Sasuke.
Sasuke Uchiha.
Sorry.
Summon the snakes and attack that bear.
Yes. Regurgitate yourself.
That's more like Orochimaru.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You silly goose. But yeah, so much awesome games announced at this press conference.
I wish I was there.
Yeah,
So do
exactly,
I.
right?
I wish I knew it was happening. I didn't find out until like a day or two after. And I was like, oh, all these new games are announced.
Exactly.
But yeah, we'll keep you updated on everything video game news and movies. And if you have a spare moment, please visit stonerman.net. There you can find information on our Kickstarter and the show in general. And if you have a spare buck or two, please donate to our Kickstarter. It's very expensive to get a finished animation for you guys to see the show and a finished product for us to show the studios to get our name out there. And we feel an animation would be the best route to take, just because the show is so unique and the best way to show what the show has in store. As always, stay lift, my friends.
Goodbye, Internet.
You guys have a good night, and always remember, may the force be with you.
Always.